So first, get your materials ready. You don't need a plate, but I like a plate. It keeps the beads from rolling off. The bracelet I'm making says gold brush, and it's gonna have gold in stuff in yellow. And right now I'm just placing the beads on a plate. I like to do it counterclockwise, but you can do it clockwise or just place them. You don't have to have like a pattern, or you don't have to have letters, but that's just me. So right here, I'm measuring out string so it can fit my wrist. You can have it bigger than your wrist, but I like mine to be like fitted. The elastic string is also very hard to work with because it's harder to put the beads on the string because of how flimsy it is. So I do recommend, if you want it to be easier, to go with string that's not elastic. If you go with string that's not elastic, I recommend making it bigger than your wrist so it can be easier to put on. So after I finish cutting the string, I tie it at the end so the beads won't fall off. If you have like bigger beads, mine are like really small. They won't fall off if I make a knot, but like if you have like bigger beads, then they'll fall off most likely. I recommend bigger beads if you don't have patience, but I like how the smaller beads look. After I tie at the end, I put one bead at the end so it can stop the other beads from falling off. Later I'll remove it like when I'm finished with the bracelet, but I won't till then. Then this is where I start beading. I like to bead the letters first because when I'm done with the bracelet, I like to hide like the tie, the end of the bracelet inside like the letters because they're bigger than my other beads. And then I just start beading the rest of the bracelet right here. And this takes me like about 15 to 20 minutes. And since I have like letters, it took me like a little less than usual. But if it was just like a bracelet with no letters, it probably would have taken me maybe 20 to 30 minutes. And it's only because the beads are little. If you have bigger beads, it should definitely take you I would say maybe less than 15 minutes. Probably even less than 10 minutes. As you can see, I made a lot of progress, and that's around the 15-ish minute mark or 18 minutes. I don't remember. Okay, right here, this is where I'm done with the bracelet, and this is me seeing if the bracelet fits me, and it does. This part is very important. Right here, this is where I take off my ending bead. Anyways, you make a knot, but not tie the knot fully, and then you put the string inside the knot, and then you tie the knot and pull it really tightly. That's a really bad way of explaining it, but I'm really bad at explaining things. I tried to explain this to my friend, but she wasn't getting it, and I don't think you'll get it either because I'm bad at explaining things. And I tried to show it good, but it isn't good. This is me tying it a second time to make sure it doesn't come loose. And then I cut with scissors. I cut as close to the tie. You finish cutting it, you pull it inside one of the bigger beads, and you can't see the knot anymore. So that's pretty cool. And then that's a bracelet, a beaded bracelet. It's pretty easy. Yeah.